Welcome everybody to the virtual head-to-head, previewing the highly anticipated fight between Viddal Riley and Anis Taj next week, February 11th at Wembley Arena. Let's go to Viddal first. Viddal, how's things? How excited are you ahead of next week?
Things are good. Things are good. Very excited. Happy with how I'm progressing. Disappointed I didn't get to top up on my last performance in December last year, but we have the opportunity now in Feb next week. And I'm excited. I'm ready.
You're facing Anis Taj, who is self-proclaimed a come forward wild fighter. He likes to come towards his opponents. How wary have you got to be next week?
As wary as I am for everybody. He's not getting any extra wariness out of me. I'm a professional. So everyone gets the same level of wariness. This is more about if they can stop what I'm doing. That's the mentality, really.
Anis, let's bring you in your work attire today. Do you want to tell everyone a bit about what's been going on with you and how excited you are ahead of next week?
Yeah, no, we've been working at this since November time. I've been having my manager have discussions, so I knew it was coming, and I decided to change up from pencil pushing, come on site, help me build a bit more, I guess, toughness, durability. So with fun and games, I'm looking forward to it. Like you said, everyone gets the same amount of weariness. He's a professional. I'm a professional. No, don't treat him with any less respect than I've treated any other opponents in my past. Not anymore either. Can I stop what he's doing? Yeah, I can. So it'll be fun and games. February 11th, we'll see what's happening. It's his toughest test so far. It's my toughest test so far.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Okay, all right, cool. But it's his toughest test so far. In my eyes, it's my toughest test. So it's our first 8-rounder for both of us. So we'll see what's happening.
Viddal, what makes you think that it's not your toughest test so far?
It's not something that I think, it's just a fact. When I came back, when I've had my first fight with boxer, I fought before Shehepo, who's gone on to, he's fought world champions, fought in and around the top 15 level, fought Arthur Abraham, fought Machunu. He fought a high-level cruiserweight opponents. So in my eyes, that's my toughest opponent because he went the furthest. He's gone the furthest in his pro career. So
someone has turned up to lose. Someone has lost. I think it was 12 or 13 on the trot.
It was definitely, if you want to check the statistics, then you would know that he's a more accomplished fighter than yourself.
I know where he's been, my friend. I know where he's been, but I've also known where he's been in the last 10 fights previous to that.
Where have you been?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't been anywhere. That's why. That's the question. Are you going to be able to do something about it? That's it.
No, but then if you said that he's been somewhere and you saying you ain't been anywhere, then how are you a tougher opponent than him?
Because I'm not coming to lose. I'm not a journeyman. I'm not just turning up for the paper. He turned up 2 weeks later and boxed Dion Juma over a 4-rounder. So,
I don't think my last opponent came to lose. I don't think the one before that came to lose. It's just what happens.
I've got a different opinion to that. So
of course, that's what makes it exciting. That's why I'm excited.
Thank you.
That's actually why I'm excited.
On February 11th, we'll see what you could do. We'll see what I can do about that. You don't knock me out in the first round, I'll knock you out within 6. That's just what I'm saying. So
what? All right, cool. That is good. I'm glad you said that, because if you think you can beat me within 6, why, when previously the fight has been offered to you at 6, you didn't take it at 6?
Why are you giving me 2 weeks preparation time?
Okay, fair enough. That's your reason. No, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm not coming for money. Okay, I'm not coming to lose. If you want a fair fight, like I said to my manager at the time, yeah, I said to Al, I said, if they want me to fight him, and I've sent a voice note in, I said, Al, you make sure you show this to Boxer. I'm happy to fight you. I'm not worried about any money. I'm worried. What I want is give me a fair chance. Give me 6 to 8 weeks. Bro, at the end of the day, do you want me to turn up on 2 weeks, you beat me, and then me say, oh, I only had 2 weeks to train? Or do you want the best Anis Taj to turn up, yeah? And let's just say you beat me. I can't say, oh, I only had 2 weeks training. I've known about this for time. So I'm
I
coming.
mean, on the reverse, I mean, if someone gave me 2 weeks notice to fight you, I'll fight you on the 2 weeks and say I beat him. I only had 2 weeks because it's give me some extra points to brag about. That's just how I think, though.
Okay, cool. That's it. But then why am I going to put myself at a disadvantage? I know I
No,
can
I
beat
hear
him.
you. I hear you. I hear you.
Why
I
do-
hear you.
So with a proper camp, Anis, you touched on it there. You said if he doesn't get you out of there in the first round, you take him out within 6. Is that a sort of nod to your game plan ahead of the fight then?
Maybe. Because I'm breaking him down. I'll break him down, and within 6, I'll take him out.
Viddal, what's your response to that?
I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Because he got intention. He's coming with intention. He's got something in place that he thinks he can pull off. But I don't see it, man. If I don't knock him out in round 1, which I don't assume I'm going to knock him out in round 1, then there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for punishment to continue. It doesn't have to be a round 1 knockout. And there's definitely no breaking down. But I mean, we have to tell ourselves these things.
To be fair, I watched your last performance and I weren't impressed. So you're
I
blowing.
didn't box to impress you. I
didn't say you did. I just said I'm speaking on what I saw. Bro, you're blowing in round 3. Cool.
What, the round that you went, the round that the fight finished?
You were blowing. You were tired. Round 2, you're throwing everything into every shot. You're blowing. My guy's coming up with his chin in the air. You're still trying to place that shot. Took you till the 3rd round to get it. Fair enough. I can't hate. Fair play. You got him.
Listen, there's one thing I can tell you, and I'm pretty certain about. I hit harder than Ricky Reeves, and when Ricky touched you, it was a messy scene, and that was round 1. So maybe I don't even need to worry about blowing.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Ricky, you hit harder than Ricky Reeves. That's fine. You don't hit 100%. Harder than me. I've sparred the same people you've been sparring as well, and they tell me.
Yeah, but I don't know if the spars be going the same, man. I don't know if the spars be going the same. It doesn't matter if you spar the same people. Russ McGuigan said the same thing. Oh, I've been sparring with this guy. That's the reason why I'm ready. But you don't know. You just don't know how the spars be going. So it's all right, though. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all good. When I touch you, you touch me. Let's see. If I go down, I go down. Fair play. But I know I get back up. Do you? That's the question. You go down. What's gonna happen?
I don't feel like at this stage of my career, my toughness is being tested like that. My skill is too elite for it to be tested yet.
Oh, okay, fair play.
But listen, everything gets ticked in the gym, and on the night we just show up, we do what we need to do, man.
Cool.
Well, we can't wait. Should we open it out to questions now? If someone could raise their hand if they've got a question for either fighter.
No questions. We must have said everything.
Open it up one more time. Anybody? Right. Let's just oh, Donna, you've got a question. Do you want to unmute yourself or bring your camera on?
Hey, how's it going? My camera doesn't seem to be working for whatever reason. Viddal, I wanted to ask. Away from this fight, just quickly, there was a big dispute between one of your trainers, Leon, and this other fighter, Idris Virgo. What is the latest with that? Are these two going to fight?
Hey, we didn't come on here to chat about that. You joined the Zoom to talk about me and Anis. There's no other questions going to be answered today, man, unless it's about me and him.
So you've talked there about, you don't feel that he's your toughest test as a pro. Is he... Where would you kind of rank him so far in your pro career at this stage?
He's definitely in the top 3. He's definitely in the top 3. Maybe even top 2. Because I know he's coming to win. I know that he's coming with intent. He's not coming to roll over. The mentality is strong. It's not just about records. His mentality is strong. I know he's had time to prepare as well. He probably had the most notice out of my than my previous opponents, which is different. So yeah, I'd put him in the top 3, top 2, top 3.
Are you happier now with your activity this last little while? Obviously, you had that huge break for 2 years. Now you're getting out more regularly under Boxer.
Yeah, no, very happy, very happy. That's what I needed. Boxer said they could provide it for me. They follow through with their word, and I'm just gonna hold up my end of the deal and keep performing and just keep becoming a star.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Matt from Boxing Social next. Matt, do you want to unmute yourself?
Yep. Question for Viddal. Viddal, you're coming into this obviously with a lot of hype. You have a lot of social media following. Do you feel the pressure's on you in this fight to perform?
The pressure's on everyone. The pressure's on everybody. The pressure's the same. I've had the following for a few years now, so I've learned how to live with that. It's part of my life. It's part of my career. It doesn't change anything when it comes to how I throw hands.
In terms of how your career has gone so far, obviously perfect record, undefeated. Are you where you want to be at this point? Because obviously you're very keen to distinguish yourself away from the social media side of it. You're making it quite clear, look, this isn't a crossover boxing game for me. This is, I want to be a professional boxer in the ranks, go for titles. How pleased are you to be at this point?
I'm pleased. I'm not content, but I'm pleased. You know, everyone was running with that narrative for a little while, but then I think the consistency in the ring, the performances, my ranking, where I am in the UK right now as well, is just things that you can't argue with. That I'm on a serious path, and next Saturday we continue it.
What happens next week? Do you believe you get him out of there? Obviously, with the rounds and things like that. Do you believe this is a case of this is an early night, or it could go a few rounds? What do you think?
It could go a few rounds. It could go a few rounds. I don't think I'll get him out there in the first, but I don't think he will be there by the fourth.
Yeah. Question for Anis. Anis, you're obviously now working like 9-to-5 job. You mentioned there you're on site. Does that give you sort of that hunger, that motivation to make sure you do everything you can to get victory next week, to ensure that you have an extended stay, obviously in the sport of boxing, so it takes away that pressure of having to go to work, so you can benefit financially?
I've got a law degree. I work in the law office, so the only reason I'm on this fight and helping myself build a sort of not just a mental toughness but physical toughness as well. It's a bit different to being a full-time boxer, just chilling, relaxing, and and doing what I was doing before, pushing pencils. So it brings a different aspect to my game that I've seen, and that's it. So there's nothing, no extra motivation because of working 5 or whatever it is, because I've always worked and I've always worked in good level jobs, so I've not got an issue there. So nothing about that changes. The next week, what the motivation from going out there and showing people calling me a trash can, a garbage can, journeyman. What?
That's rude. That's rude.
Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I'll put it this way. I'm coming and I'm going to show everyone what I'm about. Okay, if I don't win, so what? Cool. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about I'm coming and I'm beating Viddal. I'm giving him his first L. That's it. We're going to move, but I'm going to move respectfully. I beat him. There ain't going to be no jumping and shouting and all this. It's what it is. It's boxing. We're in this sport. We love this sport. He loves it. I love it. We do the best we can. We know where we are at, both of us. So next Saturday, the motivation I've got is that I want to go out there and show that I am above where he is.
What do you think Viddal's biggest weakness is coming into this fight? What's his biggest weakness?
I don't know. I'm not going to say what I've seen, so there's no point.
You can't give me the heads up, man.
I'm trying.
Ricky Reeves touched me and I went down. All right, so if you think my biggest weakness is sort of my chin or my toughness, all right, fair enough. And in a week, I'm not exactly going to be able to build my toughness in my chin. But if I say something what I've seen, which I've seen a few things, and there's a few things that we've been working on. And, my game plan is to bring these out on the night.
Finally for me, what's the end goal in boxing for you? Obviously, Viddal's made his intentions quite clear. What is it for you? Have you got like aspirations of winning a title someday? What is it?
The people, I know what I can do in this sport, and if titles weren't a legitimate thought, I wouldn't still be doing it. You know, like I said, I'm not a journeyman. I'm not here just turning up for a pay. Yeah, I'm not turning up for I'm getting a few grand or whatever it is. I'll do this fight for free. But at the end of the day, there's value to each fight. Fair play. But there's value to each fight. So if you said to me, you're boxing in for free, all right, cool, let's do it. But there's value to each fight. The value's been met from what I was thinking. So let's do it. Let's have it on. And then if I do get to where I be, all good and well. If I don't, at least I can't turn around and have regrets late in life that I didn't give it my hardest and I didn't try. The same reason why I went to the Pakistan Olympic team, why I was on their squad, Olympic squad, why I went over there to try and get it, you know, it's one of them things. And I know where my level is and where I can get to. Now, whether I get to it or not, it'll be about me realizing my potential. And if I can't realize it, if I don't have the right team around me that help me realize it, then that's an issue for me just to, you know, it's one of them things. And so at least I give it my best shot when I could. And that's it.
Okay, no worries. Cheers, boys, and good luck for next week.
Thank you.
Anyone else questions?
A bit quiet today.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's go to the fighters for a wrap up then. Viddal, let's have your predictions ahead of next week and why people should tune in and watch or come down to the show.
Prediction for next week is that the fight does not go into any distance that I haven't seen before. This is my first 8-rounder. It won't be the first time I do 8 rounds, in my opinion. And these will be tough. He's gonna bring it. I know he's obviously seen something that he's gonna be working on to try and, you know, execute and exploit, which is the game. I love it. This is the game of boxing. I love it. But it's just not gonna happen, and he will reach the same demise as all my previous opponents. You have to tune in because this guy is not coming here to just be part of the Viddal Riley show. He wants to ruin it, and that's the reason you should tune in. And it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. I'm ready. I can't do any more than what I've done in camp. I can't prepare any better. I don't need to watch any more of him. I watched enough of him. I know enough. I know too much, in fact. And yeah, next Saturday it will be a display of that.
Same to you, Anis.
Next Saturday, it'll be fireworks. And they're not going to be from the Viddal Riley show. I don't read from the same book. I'm not reading off the same script. The book that everyone's written so far, Viddal Riley's the best thing since sliced bread. Fair enough. And I got to give respect. He's realizing his potential, but it's one step too far at the moment. That's what I think. I think I'm just a little bit too, even if it's not boxing technique wise, I'm too strong. And he's saying he's going to get me out of there. All right, that's cool. When you're getting someone hitting you on the chin as hard or harder from what your sparring partners are telling me, harder than what you're hitting, and we'll see. It's a bit different. It's having someone stand in front of you that ain't able to put the power down, basically, you know, but they're hitting you, tapping. That's okay. You can get away with that. You throw your big shots, but when you're getting big shots coming back that are harder than yours, we'll see what happens. Don't hit the face, hit the body, hit the arms, hit wherever. We'll see what happens. But my prediction is, like Viddal said, it's his first 8-rounder. It's my first 8-rounder. I don't think it goes to points. If it goes to points, I'll be very surprised. Though I'll still have my hand raised. But I see by 6, I get him out of there.